And we are live here on a school night. We were thinking maybe we're getting a show. We weren't sure. And now here we go, Casual Crafter. It's been a long minute, pal. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Chris. I'm glad we're doing this together. We haven't done something together for a while, and I kind of miss you and Greg, and it's nice to be here.
Oh, it's like the good old days are coming back. So,
That's what he said. Where'd you
and
get that?
even let's say this another pioneering first here in the subtleties and the nuance on the Mr. C Dives In channel. So now clearly your camera's on your face. I could wrap my face around here, but this so this
I'll cover my face with my Wolfman.
there you go. So you sent me this Wolfman head a good while ago, and we were looking for the right time and the right place to be able to paint him and bring him to some to bring it all to fruition. So let me just little backstory here. So right, the Mego Wolfman, there's this one and there's this one. There's also the flocked ones. I don't have the flocked one. I'm not a completist collector, so that's some kind of reference. I know we talk about using reference for the paintings, like say if the bat symbol, if we got yellow on one part of the bat symbol and black on the other part, sometimes it's good to have reference. But also I have highlighted over here before. These are previously highlighted on the Casual Crafter channel. The mummy,
Ardith Bay.
Ardith Bay, Imhotep, the man of many names. So you did this one to be more kind of in color, and this one to be more kind of black and white and gray cinema style. So it definitely top flight work that you've accomplished here. And now you're trying to bring me along and get me situated here. So we send me out to the store, and I grab a stack of brushes, and then I'm trying to see about these fine scale brushes here. Where's the flipper? Anyway, so we go. Anyway, so walk me through. This is the pre-game going here. We're not actually going to paint tonight, but this is kind of going to get me to commit to actually getting it done. So here we are. Tell me the value of these fine tip brush points here. What's that going to allow me to do, if assuming I don't tank the whole thing?
Well, you know what? Your brushes look a lot better than mine. Here's my 20/0. This is like the smallest brush you can get, I think. Am I correct? You went to Michael's just recently. Is that the smallest one you could get?
At least it's up there. Oh, okay. So it's the same thing then. A 20. Yeah. Well, so if there's one smaller, I wasn't looking for it because I was trying to find the 0.02 is what you had.
Yeah, I think I said 0.02, but this is the size number. That's the I guess measurement. I don't know, but yeah, 20 auto or whatever.
So yeah, I got one of them with a shorter tip, the other one with a longer reach tip. So we'll have to see how that all shakes out once we actually get to painting.
Yeah. And then you're also going to need a medium-sized brush. I don't know the size on this. It doesn't have a size, but just like a medium-sized brush.
All right, like something out of this pack.
Third one from the left or my left. I don't know. It might be mirrored.
Okay.
And then you're going to need a larger brush. Here's my larger brush. And this one is for the bigger areas like the hair, the scalp, just to lay the paint on a little more quickly. So we're basically just going to use 3 brushes. And I see you have a really cool paint set back there. I was just using the apple barrel stuff that I got at Walmart, but then it looks like it has a lot of different colors. So let's see if we can find something like chestnut. Do you have chestnut there?
Here, so I should have. All right, let me get the stand. All right, in fact,
look for a burnt umber, something that's really, really dark brown.
I always don't do unboxings because I have this complete fear of trying to unbox and hold the camera at the same time, but I'm going to have to face my fears right now. So let me.
You don't have to now.
I'm already in there, Crafty. Don't tell me what I don't.
This is unboxing.
Tell me what I don't have to do now that you got me this far out on the ledge, pal. All right, here we go. So you're asking me what kind of. So I got to figure.
Dark brown. Like a burnt umber.
All right, so this crimson red kind of looks good, but let me come back. There you go. There you go. look at me. I don't know what I'm doing here. All right, it says, yeah, burnt umber. That's what it says. All right.
That's that one right there is for the fur, right? And that's going to be the dark fur that he has.
And then
And
right
then you're
next,
going to need, so pull that out. What's that one
okay,
that you have right there? What's that one right next to it? That one that's
burnt,
reddish.
burnt sienna.
Burnt sienna. Well, pull that one out. That looks pretty good.
All right.
I was going to use a Tuscan red. Maybe you have something a little redder.
All right. So I got scarlet. I got crimson.
No,
I
but it's
got
like a reddish brown. You're looking for a reddish brown.
reddish brown. The crimson looks the most reddish brown of all these reds right here. But here, if I come down here, I got a copper. I got a bronze. I got a gold.
Are those metallic or are they just like colored?
I
So the
suppose
copper might work. Because what we're going to do is we're going to create a wash with this reddish brown. This is going to be the wash that goes into the face.
the wash
So,
for the face.
yes, pull out the copper. If it's not metallic, it'll be the perfect color. But if it's metallic, you may have to go to something else.
All right, copper.
Pull that one out.
Okay, so everything that you told me to pull out, I'm taking it out of the pack now. Okay. So far,
And then you're going to need a caramel or a flesh color. A caramel would be perfect. I don't know where my caramel is right now, but I do have this flesh tone, and it's called Cadian Flesh Tone by Citadel. But you need a caramel color paint.
all right, bronze might be as close as that in this kit here, but what's this up here? This is what's this say?
That's
Yellow
yellow.
ochre.
Yeah, that's too yellow.
Too yellow. All right.
You need a warm brown. That's too orange.
A warm brown. All right. So I don't. Maybe I'm gonna have to do some mix and match here. I got an orange red.
Go back to the browns down at the bottom.
All right.
What's that
Bronze,
one right there? Right next to the silver.
gold. Silver and gold, pal.
Oh.
Are you sending me back to the store before?
Well, you know what? You might be able to mix some paints because it looks like you're going to have to do like a wet palette to use those correctly.
Okay.
So make sure you have some parchment paper. You know, hang on, I got some right here. You got a second?
Sure. Like you're gonna pass it through, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are, casual crafter, finally kicking the dust off of my. So we got the 3D printed Wolfman head here, and crafters finally got me convinced to go ahead and do my first custom painting. So here we go. All right.
I got my live supply of parchment paper.
Yeah, I got that upstairs.
Yeah, it's for baking, right? What you do is you cut off a little square of that and you put it in like a plate. You put water underneath the plate, just a little film of water, right? And then you put the parchment on top, and that'll act like a wet palette. And you'll be able to mix colors and keep them moist and be able to use them. Those are going to look good, yeah.
And then in the end, we're trying to hit something similar to the actual Mego.
I've seen some colored posters, and you're probably more of an expert on this than I am. But I've been looking at colored posters, and it looked like it was a caramel color face with like a wash, like either a brown or a reddish brown wash, and he had that dark burnt umber hair. You know, and then for the teeth, we're going to use something called an antiqued white or like an off-white. Do you have an off-white?
It says here, let's see. All right, this one is titanium white.
That's too white. You need something that's off-white, like eggshell or
for what was in this kit. Oh wait, metallic white, but I don't think that's what you're saying.
No.
So maybe I got to mix the titanium and the lemon a little bit there.
You need, I would mix it with like a little brownish, like a light brown. Very, very, very slightly, because this is going to be his fangs and his eyes. It's going to be.
All right. Well, you don't want to mess up the fangs and the eyes, to be sure.
No, you don't. And I think titanium white may be too white, but go for it. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Because if you look at the sculpt, his teeth are kind of recessed.
Right.
So I don't know if it really make that big of a difference. See how they're kind of shaded in there anyway?
Yep.
Okay. And then the whites of the eyes, I guess it wouldn't matter about the whites either. So yeah, titanium would be fine, I guess.
All right, titanium it is.
All right. And do you have a black?
Black, here we go. We got lamp black, it says.
Okay, is that your only black?
That's the only one that's, oh, and there's also metallic black.
Yeah, go for the lamp black.
And then there's Payne's gray as well, which is more on the black side than on the gray side. But here, let me put the
Yeah,
Payne.
that's the color right there.
All right. Oh, no.
You don't want something really dark black like jet black. You want it to look more organic. So yeah, you want that that softer black, if that makes sense.
Sure enough.
Okay. The only problem I think you might have is the caramel, like
All
a
right.
flesh tone. I don't know if you have to go back to Michael's or if you feel confident enough to mix.
Well, I won't commit to either right now, but we'll see. We'll see. Again, there's a first time, I can't put too much pressure on myself as a first time painter over here. So we'll,
Chris, I'll send you another head.
Oh, all right, great.
If you mess it up and you don't like the way it came out, I'll send you another head. Don't worry about it.
We'll have a whole series of Wolfmans. It'll be beautiful.
Well, you know what? On my channel, I'm going to show how I got this head, printed it. Because if you have a 3D printer, there's a lot you can do with it. You can make your own custom heads for your figures. Now, I don't sculpt. I've never claimed to be a sculptor. So what I do is I steal a lot because I'm an educator. You know how educators steal everything. We photocopy copyright laws. No big deal. And
Oh,
I'm
boy,
not
oh, boy.
selling this, so I figure I'm okay. I'm just giving it to a friend as a gift, right? So
That's right.
I actually found this online and purchased the sculpt and converted it to a Mego head. So I'll go through that whole process on my channel so that people who, if they want to make their own heads and they have access to a printer, maybe they have a friend who has a printer, or maybe they're lucky enough to be a teacher at like a high school, and there's lots of kids there. I got one of my first amateur printed heads from a student. He just said, "Hey, mister, I saw your channel," and he goes, "You need any heads?" And I was like, "Well, what do you mean? What do you got?" And he goes, "Well, what kind of head would you want?" And so I wish I had it with me, but he printed up Peter Cushing head from Grand Moff Tarkin, and that's what it looked like, right? And he gave that to me, and I showed him how the neck thing worked, and he just popped it right up. I mean, these kids are incredible, and I figured, if a kid could do it, I could probably do it too. I've been making a lot of mistakes, but that's, I think, part of the learning process. But I didn't spend a lot for my printer. I think it was like 189 bucks, and they're on sale right now too.
That's a good yardstick there, Crafter. If a kid can do it, then probably a grown man could find a way to make it work also.
I don't know. Some of these kids are amazing, though. I work with these engineering students and these just really talented kids. Now that I'm retired and I'm volunteering, I help my son with the fencing, and he's got all the nerds, and these kids are involved in everything. Just crazy. So, hey, your buddy on Fanboy Cantina, did he ever get his printer?
I don't think he did. He's currently traveling, so he's not able to jump in here with us tonight, but I don't think he ever got his printer.
Because if he got a 3D printer, maybe I can just send him the file and he can print it out himself, and he can join us.
I will definitely check back with him, Crafter. I will definitely check back with him. All right, so due to my own lack of preparation here, my battery on my phone is close to dead. So, I just wanted to, again, publicly commit myself to dive into the pool of custom painting. So Crafter and me will be back around again sometime soon to actually put some paint on this 3D print. Do check out the Casual Crafter channel. Crafter, go ahead and give yourself a plug. What's some of your recent work that you've done?
Man, you know what? I have a problem. I just recently got a granddaughter. She's not the problem, right? I got the problem is I don't have a lot of time because just got a granddaughter, my first grandchild, and I've been spending a lot of, we were at the hospital during Thanksgiving, and right now I'm taking care of my son's dog, and that dog, I don't know, he's very quiet right now, but most of the time he's not. So I've been really busy doing other stuff, so I haven't really done much. I was up at Walmart and I found a Sectars. I don't know if you saw that episode.
Yeah, I saw you put it, but I didn't get to be honest.
Awesome.
I didn't get.
I was just amazed because I was in Walmart during the Thanksgiving holiday, and I just bumped into Sectars, and I was like, man, I had these when I was younger, and I had the whole set. I think I'm missing a lot of it now, but yeah, I picked that up, and I thought that'd be a great unboxing. But I'm working on some other things. I have let's see, This is one project that I'm working on right now. It's for a,
Oh my gosh.
you know who this is?
Yellow Jacket.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Let me see.
Oh, that's so cool. Looking forward to that one.
Well,
For,
see, it's a viewer request. I had somebody take me up on my offer because if for whatever reason you can't do your own custom, but you have all the parts or whatever, and I approve it, something I haven't done yet, or I feel somebody might be interested in, I'll do it for you and send it right back to you. So,
all right, I'm going to close this out for tonight. Stay tuned
hey,
to
when are we
Kids.
meeting? When are we meeting?
We'll talk about it as soon as we click off here, pal. I thought we got a third guy looking to come around, but it's very, very soon within the next coming days. When's the next live stream is always the good question to ask around here. Coming real soon, painting the Wolfman head, and we'll see you then, and we are out.